आप जानते नहीं हो आपने आज क्या किया है. I'm an artist bro, but Gen Z is the art. Salute. Look at me now. I want to be you. I want to be Gen Z.
जिन लोगों ने विद्यार्थियों के भविष्य के साथ खिलवाड़ किया वे जेलों में सड़ रहे हैं.
अच्छा, अभी जल्दी से सेलिब्रेट कर लो, पता नहीं कल क्या होगा, कुछ तो होगा. एक आदमी है जो हमेशा जब ये चीजें होते हैं बोलता है अरे नहीं होगा यार, अरे नथिंग विल हैपन, अरे बट इन इंडिया, अरे नहीं यार, अरे दिस इज हाउ इट इज ओनली, अरे दिस इज हाउ इट इज ओनली. टू दैट पर्सन प्लीज शट अप.
देखिए, धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का इस्तीफा तो हो गया है. अगर आप लोग इस सरकार के सामने झुकेंगे नहीं तो अच्छे के इस्तीफे ले सकते हैं हम.
For years, Gen Z was labeled as distracted, too busy scrolling, too busy making reels, too impatient, too soft, too disconnected from real issues. Today, those very young people are being hailed as the generation that forced one of the biggest political resignations in recent years. And perhaps the biggest U-turn hasn't come from politicians. It's come from Bollywood itself. The same industry that once questioned Gen Z's focus is now celebrating its determination, its resilience and its power. Even Prime Minister Narendra Modi appears to be adapting, changing not just his message, but also the way he communicates with India's youngest generation. So what has changed? The turning point came after weeks of nationwide protests over the NEET paper leak controversy. Thousands of students gathered across the country while activist Sona Wangchuk continued his hunger strike. The movement, led by the Cockroach Janata Party or CJP, eventually achieved what many believed was impossible. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan resigned. Prahlad Joshi has now taken charge of the Education Ministry on an interim basis. Soon after, CJP leaders officially called off the protest, asking students to peacefully return to their homes. But before they left, something unexpected happened. Instead of simply walking away, hundreds of students picked up brooms, collected plastic bottles, cleaned Jantar Mantar and ensured the protest site was left spotless before they dispersed. For many on social media, that simple gesture became just as memorable as the political victory itself. It reinforced the image of a generation that wasn't just demanding accountability, but also taking responsibility. Meanwhile, celebrations continued across the nation. Supporters gathered at Mumbai's Shivaji Park on July 26th. In Delhi, CJP leaders Abhijit Dipke, Saurav Das and other representatives finally let their hair down. They danced, cut cake, celebrated with supporters, but also paused to observe a 2-minute silence in memory of students who lost their lives during the examination controversy. On stage, Dipke reminded supporters of one thing. क्या कहते थे? इस सरकार में इस्तीफे नहीं होते. झुकती है दुनिया, झुकाने वाले चाहिए. Before announcing, "We have done it," Dharmendra Pradhan has resigned. And almost overnight, Bollywood's conversation around Generation Z completely changed. Perhaps the biggest change wasn't just what celebrities posted, it was how they started describing Gen Z, and I would like you to take a look at it. For years, many public figures viewed Gen Z as a generation obsessed with social media, lacking resilience, or simply too busy on their phones to care about real-world issues. Today, those very same celebrities are saying something completely different. Alia Bhatt, from describing Gen Z as disengaged to saying Gen Z showed up. The rest is history. Sonakshi Sinha, who once questioned the generation's physical and mental stamina, is now apologizing for underestimating them. Doing sit-ups while holding her ears, she even says, "I want to be Gen Z." Filmmaker Reema Kakti, who had earlier questioned the younger generation's resilience, now calls them a tsunami of hope. for India's future. Priyanka Chopra Jonas, who once described Gen Z as larger apolitical, is now amplifying their victory before a global audience. Diya Mirza, instead of seeing a distracted generation, is celebrating young Indians for demanding accountability, transparency and reform. And author Chetan Bhagat, who famously believed Gen Z was too busy staring at their iPhones, has publicly admitted he was completely wrong. In just a few weeks, the narrative around an entire generation had changed. From they don't care to they changed history. Prakash Raj congratulated what he proudly called "my dear cockroaches," saying they had shown they could bring a powerful regime to its knees. Sara Ali Khan reacted with a simple but powerful word: democracy. While Ibrahim Ali Khan cheekily echoed Salman Khan's now famous line, writing, "It's done, bro," before adding Gen Z and the youth of India. Vani Kapoor dedicated the victory to every student who kept questioning, kept hoping and kept fighting. Interestingly, the shift wasn't visible only in Bollywood. It was visible in the Prime Minister's communication as well. During the protest, Prime Minister Narendra Modi moved away from conventional podium speeches and embraced Instagram-style vertical reels. His first late-night reel shattered viewership records and also became meme material because of its unusually close camera angle. But Gen Z noticed something else. With every new reel, there was visible improvement. The framing became cleaner, the camera handling changed, the pace of speaking became sharper. And even in his follow-up message, Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked viewers for their constructive feedback. Many saw it as an acknowledgement that younger audiences weren't just listening, they were also reviewing how the message was being delivered. Soon after, union ministers too were encouraged to move beyond traditional press releases, embrace vertical videos, Instagram reels and interactive live sessions to better connect with young Indians. It was perhaps one of the clearest signs yet that even political communication is evolving to understand Generation Z. Of course, the internet remained divided. Many appreciated the effort. Others argued that changing the format isn't enough if deeper systematic concerns remain. From being dismissed as the real generation to becoming the generation that reshaped a national conversation, Gen Z's image has undergone a remarkable transformation. Whether it was their humor, their creativity, their discipline in cleaning up Jantar Mantar after the protest, or simply refusing to give up for nearly a month, this movement changed how millions of Indians looked at young people, and perhaps that's the biggest takeaway from the entire story. Leadership doesn't always come with age. Sometimes it comes with conviction. One can learn from anyone irrespective of the generation they belong to, and for many older Indians, this movement may well become a lasting reminder that when ordinary citizens come together with purpose, they can strengthen democracy. The protests may now be over, the minister may have resigned, but the conversation this generation has started is only just beginning. What do you think? Has Bollywood genuinely changed the way it looks at Gen Z, or is it simply acknowledging what young India has achieved? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Times Entertainment. I am Dipali Patel and I'll see you in the next one.